Jason, I got to start with just a stupid story. All right? A little stupid, okay?
Okay.
All right. So my last name's Black, of course. I was in a band, a teenager, like everybody is. Wasn't the best singer in the world, so they joked that maybe the name of the band should be Flat Black.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I would hit flat notes, and my last name was Black.
Was it a description of your singing?
So that was kind of funny, but hell, that was, 30-plus years ago, so anyway.
there you go. Well,
so I wonder, how did you stumble upon the band name, of course?
Truthfully, finding a band name is very difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's you have to get it right. It's forever, all that stuff. And I had a running iNote on the iPhone. I had a running list for a couple of years of 1,000 pretty awful names. And I was driving down Las Vegas Boulevard one time, and there's a private airport on the east side, if you're heading south, on the east side of the boulevard. And I was looking at all of the jets, and there was one jet that stood out to me. It was flat black or matte black from head to toe, everything. The windows, the engine, the wheels. I mean, it was sick.
Like the Cadillac of jets. Is what
yeah, I mean, obviously, that's a statement plane.
Yeah.
Somebody actually ordered that way. And I was just, I didn't think too much of it. I was driving home, and I was like, flat black, that's interesting. That thing looks sick, flat black. I always like deep purple. That's a color, and
sure.
Flat black's a color. And then I started thinking, well, that's actually, black is sort of the color of our community. Like, it's the darkest color, it's heavy metal, leather, all that stuff. So I thought, okay. And flat is always like one level, just a little sicker. When people talk about I murdered out my car, it's flat black, or I have a Rolls Royce, it's flat black, or whatever. So I bounced it off the inner circle, and they're like, it's actually pretty cool. And fortunately for me, flat black wasn't taken on Instagram,
which is hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
You can't secure anything anymore.
Right.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess kind of lucky then. Good fortune found you.
We are flat black on Instagram. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you got a bit of lightning in there now. You got some music finally back on the radio, and I know you've been working on the whole process for quite a while, so it's got to feel good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's always good to be back. You just never know how things are going to... There's Robbie Merrill. Robbie Merrill, hello, buddy. You can't see this, but that's my little buddy from... That's my buddy from Godsmack. I would run over and hug you right now, but I'm in the middle of a thing. I will, bud. We've become such good friends with the Godsmack guys that it truly is a delight when I see them, because this is our sort of third run with them.
Right.
So it very much feels like a family, and I don't know, they're just the coolest guys going,
Well, you also kind of have the good fortune of, having been through this before, a whole hell of a lot of people everywhere. So it's not your first time going through,
I do. And, look, all life in business really is about people interacting with other people. So our rule of thumb is just, be cool to everybody, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think they sort of exercise the same policy. So, I mean, it's been great. And I like seeing all these people. I haven't seen these people in 4 years, all these other bands, friends I made in other bands, So it's nice. It is nice to be back out, for sure.
I saw kind of your signature stripe on your guitar earlier, but double neck.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah. It was funny because we were supposed to play a song that uses the double neck, but for some reason it broke down at the last second, so something's wrong with it. So I had to pull that song.
Oh, well, that must have been what you were warming up with, because that's when I got to check it out.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. Yeah, you saw the soundtrack.
I did. I saw it.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Is that I know it's like your signature paint setup, but is it like a signature model guitar for you too? Or?
It is a Gibson made that for me as a one-off. I want to say it's probably the only Gibson double neck Explorer in existence.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
And now it's the only not working double neck. Oh, we'll get it fixed up. Sometimes stuff happens.
Stuff happens.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. Isn't that the fun of live? You know, we were doing our live radio, and we had a couple of things get screwed up, and I'm like, but that's the fun of live. That's walking the tightrope. That's what it is.
It's how you respond to problems, which sets you apart from problematic people.
Yep.
You know, it's like, at the end of the day, it's only music. We're not the Coast Guard. We're not plucking people out of the water trying to save lives. We're just playing a little music. Everyone's having a good time. So I don't even care. If I'm having problems, it doesn't affect me. I'm just watching, how are the people doing? Are they having fun?
Right.
They don't know, and they don't care. So my only concern is, are they responding to what we're doing? And if they are, then my little problems, they don't matter.
Yeah. I guess I tend to listen deeper, so I think I pick up issues when they happen more. But you're right, the regular person doesn't know.
Well, I'm playing real amplifiers.
Yeah.
Like tubes and speakers and all that stuff, and that can be a little bit more sensitive and fragile, you know. And but that's just the nature of playing old school amplifiers. And as long as I have an amp, a cabinet, a cable, and a guitar, I can play the whole show. All the rest of the little tricks are for my own personal pleasure, but they're not really necessary.
Yeah. So you've done a lot of session work throughout your life.
Yes.
And I'm curious if you have a favorite, something that you every once in a while, maybe even forget about it because you're working on new stuff and you're doing it, but when it comes back around, you're like, oh, I'm so freaking glad I did that.
Well, I played on an Alice Cooper record. It's funny because I was in Alice's band for a while, and he was working on a record that I really wasn't involved in, and he said, we got to get Jason on there so that he feels included.
Yeah.
So, and that's just a testament of how wonderful he is as a human being, because he's always thinking about, you know, how people feel and how they respond to what's going on around him. When he couldn't, you know, he's so big and iconic, he could just be in his own bubble. But he truly is a genuine, solid human being. And so he was like, make sure you leave Jason something. So I went down to the studio and played something on something. I can't remember. But, you know, it's kind of cool.
And this is a guy that carries 2-3 guitars with him everywhere he goes, and he's still making room for you. So
yeah, exactly. It wasn't, whatever I contributed probably wasn't necessary. But he was thinking about me and my emotions being part of the band and being included. So, what can I say? Guy's just an awesome guy.
And you're sitting in Detroit talking about Alice Cooper. It's not a bad thing.
Right. It's from here.
This is us. This is what we do. All right, so last question for me. Are you excited? You're probably excited about every damn thing, but getting back on the ship. We got a Shiprocked coming up.
Right. I like the Shiprocked.
Me too.
I like it. It's like a paid vacation, you know? I've done it so many times, and I guess the best part of it is that people come from all over the country. So instead of, you know, they're all they fly in from all over the place. They're on the boat. So you just end up seeing not only the bands that you're friends with, but all of these people that I've met over the years that you're like, oh, what are you're on Shiprocked? Oh, cool. Yeah. He goes, I met you in, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I kind of like that thing. I'm a people person anyway. So I don't hide from the public. I don't hide from the fans. I like to get out, mix it up, and catch up with my friends that are in the other bands, you know?
This will be my 12th, and in a lot of ways, it'll be
your 12th Shiprocked.
Yeah, because I'm media partner with him, so I'm on all the ships, interviewing all the bands.
So you're gonna be there
doing stuff. Yeah, this will be my 12th one.
See?
Interviewing
my
bands.
point proof right there.
Yeah, so you go and you go, but just some of the musicians, I'm just so fired up to see this year, you know. So.
Oh yeah, me too. I think it's a blast, and I became very good friends with the organization. You know, the people that run Shiprocked. I've known them for a very long time, and they've always been very generous, and they invite me almost every year. Even if I'm not playing with a band, they always like, well, you want to come jam some Van Halen? We'll get you a cabin, you know. So, you know, God bless them.
Yeah,
good group of people.
Well, we're very much looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I know you're looking forward to that. I'm glad you're back. You probably don't consider it back because you never stopped working. But
I consider it back.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's
important. There was a 3-year period. I call it the galactic abyss of uncertainty, where
But you never stopped working towards it.
No, I'm a workaholic,
Yeah.
but you don't want to go back out there until you know you've got something that has the potential to succeed.
Yeah.
So I build in private, and when I think it's ready, that's when you sort of reintroduce yourself. And here I am. And it does feel very good. I love this venue, though. I've played this venue many times. RIFF has been so good to us, playing the song. I mean, it's been a great day. And it didn't rain on us.
And it didn't rain.
Which is great. I thought it was going to rain, but it's been awesome.
And I'm a couple of songs deep on Flat Black already, and I'll be playing more, for sure.
I appreciate your help.
100%.
Thanks, bro.
100%. Thank you.
Thanks.